Welcome back to my channel. How's it going? How are you doing? I am finishing up a little laundry room project and I thought I would bring you along with me. I am deep cleaning and organizing my laundry room because it was gross and unorganized. So that's what's happening today. I filmed yesterday. I will show you everything I did for the deep clean of my washer and dryer, and then we'll come in today and finish organizing everything. But I am excited to share this with you. I have been looking forward to cleaning my laundry room, but I just haven't really had the time to focus on it. So I blocked it out, and it is laundry room day. But other than that, thank you so much for being here. My name is Rhea Peterson. If you are new here, I do like organizing, cleaning, food, that kind of stuff. So welcome if you're new, and don't forget to subscribe and press that little like button. It really helps my channel out. It's just kind of getting out there. But yeah, I'm also on Instagram. I'm currently training for a marathon, and I'm kind of documenting that over there. Doing a little bit more on Instagram. So if you don't follow me over there, feel free to join. I did link it in my bio, I think. Tell me if I didn't do it right. I might not have done it right. But anyways, I think we're just gonna go from there. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so we are just taking a look at the carnage that is my laundry room. I think the last time I did a deep clean was back in January, so it hasn't been crazy long, but it's also been like almost 6 months. So it really needed it. I do wipe out the rubber part occasionally, but not all the time. So that needs a good scrub and clean. And then the dryer, I need to get just the excess lint out of there and clean it off. You know, it's a dryer. It's going to have like dust and lint and stuff all in it. So need to take care of that. And then there's just a lot of organizing. My cabinets are just crazy full of stuff that I don't even use. So that is also part of the laundry room deep clean. I'm going to start by washing the washing machine, which feels funny, like coming out of my mouth now that I say it, but oh gosh. I'm going to do all of the cleaning, the deep cleaning, and then this is a 2-day adventure. So first day is just all of the main deep cleaning. Oh no! And then the dryer. This was quite the ordeal. Okay, now that that's over with, I am going to fill up the sink with some warm water and Dawn dish soap, and I am going to get that all set up so that I can put the washing machine filter in there and clean it. I don't remember when I last pulled that out. We have issues with things getting stuck in there occasionally and it not draining well, so I feel like I do it more often because we have like small socks and things like that. And especially when my kids were infants, their socks would constantly get sucked into the drain pipe or the filter or whatever it's called. So I was constantly cleaning it out until I wised up and put the socks in a mesh bag. But this, it was pretty gross. The washing machine juice smells very bad. It is very unpleasant, and I'm glad that there wasn't a ton in there, but I had to get kind of creative because it did take a while for it to all come out. So I just used a hair clip and let it drain out, and Alice and I had a good chat while that was happening. Then I just dumped that out and pulled out the filter, and lo and behold, guess what was in there? I'm surprised that it had been draining as well as it had been. So this was recent. Alice wore those socks, I think, last week. So this is a new development, but still, it's a disgusting sock. And I'm sad because I think it might be ruined.
But I'm cleaning it out. I'm wearing nitrile gloves. I only have my husband's size, so they were massive. They kept wanting to fall off, but I figured with this kind of stuff, it was better than nothing. I don't typically wear gloves. I just sprayed it with vinegar water and I'm wiping it out. I'm just using a lot of paper towels for this one because there's so much mold involved and everything. I didn't really want to bother with sanitizing a bunch of rags, so I primarily used paper towels and then my handy dandy Rubbermaid scrubber. I love this thing. It's really awesome. And I'm going to be linking everything that I use in the description box, and full disclosure, I am an Amazon affiliate, so anything that you choose to purchase, clicking through my links, I do get a small commission, so I guess thanks in advance. But I'll link everything I'm using, all of my cleaning products, the organizing products as well. And then the toothbrush I'm not going to link because I got that from my dentist. So you're going to have to figure out your own toothbrush. But I use toothbrushes for lots of things, and this was handy to kind of get the excess out. It's a little bit softer, and I use it frequently throughout cleaning it. And I just want to say now, in case I forget, I do clean it off in between each thing. So I'm not using like a moldy toothbrush on my dryer or whatever. Spoilers, I'm going to use it on my dryer. But I do clean it, and I wash my hands, and I clean the Rubbermaid. Like everything I'm cleaning in between that I'm reusing, just so we're aware. And there's my sponge mommy. I remember the name this time. My last video, for the life of me, I couldn't remember what it was. But I'm going to clean everything and get it all put back together and then move on to the dryer. Right? Yeah. I've got one more aspect of the washing machine, the soap dispenser drawer, but I'll talk about that in a minute. It's Scrub Mommy. I did it again. I love those sponges though. If you don't have one, I highly suggest you use one. Also, I am not following that rule. Whoops. But now I'm going to pull out the soap compartment. Did you know these come out? I didn't for the longest time. And once I learned, I was like, oh my gosh, I bet it's disgusting because this washer and dryer is almost like 9 years old. And I freaked out. And so I ran upstairs and I pulled it out, and there was like nothing in there. It was clean, and I was amazed. This was probably like 4 months ago that I discovered that this whole thing comes out, which goes to show you I do not read the manuals. But it was surprisingly dirty this time. It's like now I know it's secret, so it's going to be gross when I pull it out, which is rude. But I'm using the method wipes and just cleaning it out, wiping it down. And I've got the actual drawer in some soapy water. This thing comes apart way more than I realized it did. So you'll watch as I discover each part that comes off. This thing, I mean, they make it so you can really get it nice and clean, which is nice. I always think it's funny how you have to clean the things that clean the things, but here we are. This is the world we live in. See, look at all the chunks that come off of that thing. It's amazing. I finally pulled the sticker off in there. It was starting to get discolored, and I decided it's my washing machine. I can pull the sticker off. And this is my scraper. Do you guys use scrapers? These things are amazing. You have to be really careful because they can cause some damage, but they are so handy, and I use it a couple times. For the washing machine. I've used it on like the bottom of my shower door to get all the gross off. It's amazing. But I'm almost done with the washing machine, like the first round of the washing machine. I'm going to get it all wiped out, get the drawer put back together. Look at that, gross. And then I am going to put some vinegar in the drawer, and I'm going to run a cleaning cycle. This thing says, hey, you should clean me like every 40 washes, but I always miss it because I do a lot of laundry. You know, you've seen me fold it all so many friggin' times because it's endless. But I know that sometimes you're not supposed to put anything in there for those, but I just put a little bit of vinegar in there to kind of help loosen stuff up, and I'm going to wash it, but it takes 4 hours. So I got to do other stuff while that's happening. So we're going to clean the dryer. I've been really excited to use this. It's like a dryer extender thing. There's a better name for it, but as we've discovered, Rhea is not good at remembering the names of things, and she also does not remember to write them down. So I got this a while ago and I haven't had a chance to use it, and so I was really excited. It makes it easier to clean out the lint trap. The only downside is that with my dryer, and I don't know if they're all like this, there's something there, like right near the front, down where the lint hole is. Oh man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to explain this. Anyways, it gets in the way, so it's really hard to get this tube to go down. But I do still think it's really useful getting down into the lint trap because my regular vacuum is too big for it. So it's very useful. I will link it. I still need to have somebody come out and clean out the dryer ducts, but other than that, I mean, this helps kind of prevent it from getting too full, maybe? I don't know. I'm not a professional at this, but cleaner is always better, right? I hope so.
I broke this, but I did order a replacement part, so oops.
In my defense, I think it was already partially broken because I learned that my regular vacuum cleaner was too big to fit in there. So, oh well, there's a new piece coming, and it's actually coming surprisingly quickly. It should be here by the day that this video is out. But now I'm just getting the rest of the lint out. In hindsight, you probably don't need to use a scraper for this part. I just thought it was nice getting like the little bits that are really stuck back there out. But, you know, proceed with caution. That is rubber and the scraper is very sharp, so you know, you could cause damage, but it does a really good job at getting in there. And look, it's so much cleaner. Now that the self-clean is done, everything's like softened up and looser, so I am going to go in and scrub it all. Unfortunately, it doesn't just get rid of all the mold, you still have to like wipe it out. So I'm going to use my scrubbers. This is a vinegar water spray. Whenever you see this bottle, it's got water and vinegar in it. It's a 50-50 blend and I use it all the time. But I'm using my scrubber and I'm going to get everything cleaned out, use a paper towel, wipe out as much as I can, and then I am going to spray it with some bleach spray. I use the Clorox bleach spray. I love that stuff for mold and everything, and I'm going to let it sit for a little bit while I clean the door, and then I will use a wet rag to wipe it all out and then run it again with baking soda. Oh, this is endless. Okay, so now I am just putting roughly the amount I would use for detergent of baking soda in there and running it on a normal cycle with hot water. I'm going to finish wiping everything down, put the lint trap, but overall everything for our first day of the laundry room deep clean is done. which is like basically like the actual deep cleaning part. And then I'm going to move on to getting everything organized, cleaning out the cabinets, paring things down, just making it a lot more functional. But it's looking really, really good so far. Okay, so if you've seen me organize before, you know I like to go in sections. So I'm going to start with the undersink cabinet, get that all cleared out and cleaned. I am going to put some drawer liner in there. I get it at IKEA. I'll try to link it. But I am completely out now, which is a bummer, but that just means I have to go to IKEA, which is no tragedy. So I'm gonna get that all cleaned out and then move on to my cleaning supplies cabinet over the dryer, which you've seen me pull things out of many times.
Ooh, we need to have a fire by October 30th, or this is going to be expired. This is the one thing you buy that you hope you don't have to use. Like, you literally intentionally waste money on these. I mean, can you put a price on peace of mind?
Has anybody ever seen these? I love this thing. It's a blinds duster. It's amazing. It's really useful. I bought it as an impulse buy one day, and it's been really handy to have around. The only downside is that we have an astronomical amount of blinds. So this little guy, he doesn't last long, but for little rooms like this, he's very handy. And now I'm doing the medicine and laundry side. We've got tons of old prescriptions, so I'm just pulling out anything that is expired or anything that we are not going to use and paring everything down to what's actually necessary, and then just, you know, kind of a rinse and repeat action. Clear everything out, wipe it out, and minimize.
Callum can fit a lot in his pockets. We're gonna go over a little bit of what I have. Sorry if you hear Alice's show in the background. I have a small window of her with her showtime, so I'm gonna try and move kind of quick. But I got some bins. I have some turntables or Lazy Susans coming. I'm hoping they show up today. It says they should, so fingers crossed. Otherwise you'll get to see a third outfit of mine. Like the watermelon shirt. I love this shirt. Anyways, so I've had these before. I have these in my downstairs in the kitchen. I used them in over the microwave cupboard. If you've seen my kitchen reorganize and refresh, you see me use these in there. If you haven't watched it, definitely take a look. But I got these. I'm hoping they fit in the cupboards. To help kind of organize like cleaners, things like that. And also, if I have any extra, I might use them down here. I have these pedestals with extra storage, but I just haven't really figured out what I want to put in there. So that also will be part of today. So I have 4 of these. I've got 4 of these little guys to organize things, kind of keep things together. It's easier to pull things in and out for like medicines. Stuff like that. I got a new detergent jar. Mine, the lid's really hard to get on and off now because I've been using it for so long and it can get really frustrating. So I thought maybe I should replace it. This one's also glass. I kind of think maybe I should have gotten plastic. We'll see. But I figured a lid like this would be easier to work with, so I don't have to worry about like twisting it on and off. And then I never use my OxyClean because I can't ever get to it. So I got one of these for just a little bit, and I hope that I don't break these, because getting behind these babies is so hard. So yes, hopefully I'm not full of regret. But yeah, that's everything, plus 2 turntables that will hopefully show up soon. But I'm gonna start sorting, I guess. This is the worst part. All the mess gets really overwhelming. Like, I know that it's gonna be just amazing afterwards, but getting everything out and seeing it is just a lot, even when I do it in sections. So we'll see. Minimize. I'm gonna minimize this time. This is gonna be a minimalist thing. Probably not. Less than what I started with. That's minimizing.
Now Alice has come to help. She is so sweet and always very curious as to what I'm doing, and whenever I get going on a project, whatever thing I've tried to use to kind of keep her attention just gets ignored because she wants to be right in the thick of it and helping. I was really glad that she did not want to help clean the washing machine the day before, just because I was kind of using a lot of things that I didn't really want her around, but I am okay with her being in here with me now, helping sort through things. She was very excited about the lint roller. And now I'm just going to fill things and get it all ready to put in the cabinets. I've sorted things into sections and pulled out things that I don't need, and now we're just packing things up. We are in the home stretch.
Drawer, cabinet by cabinet. I'm gonna start with the cabinet. I don't know why I said it that way. Okay, so we have all of the spare detergent, OxyClean, some bleach. I rarely use it. Vinegar, my bucket and my step stool. And then I have my duster. It's in the wash right now, so I'll put it on later. But Duster hangs right there really nicely. Here we have, I reused these turquoise bins. I don't love the color anymore, but it's what I have, and I always try to use what I have in some areas. So we've got our lint rollers, and then the Harley bin. It's got our nail clippers and comb and things like that. And then over here we have the iron, my steamer, an attachment for the steamer, and then the little dish for the washing machine because I couldn't think of a better place to put it. So it's right in there. It fits. It's fine. It works. With the laundry side, oh, so much better. It looks a lot more organized. I know where everything is. So we have laundry detergent, OxyClean. This is vinegar. It is meant to do this plant-based fabric softener, but I use vinegar as a fabric softener when I use it, and so I can just kind of dose it out, I guess. But it just made more sense to put the vinegar in there because I don't have the plant-based stuff anymore, because it would get all gloopy and gross, like you had to use it really fast. But the vinegar's in there, and then baking soda. And my stain stick will live in this cupboard now, safe, so it won't fall behind the washing machine. Up here I have the essential oils that I use upstairs, some less frequently used detergents, stain removers, my mesh bag, and then the regularly used medicines. It's a lot more accessible now. And then we have the less frequently used stuff up there. Then I have that little bin just has some extra glass spray bottles that I'm not using currently. And then the free and clear, and then just some washing spray. And then this cupboard, really pared down. So I've got my cleaning gloves, sponges and cleaning brushes and dusters, and over here carpet cleaner stuff, random little things in there. My regularly used cleaners, the stuff I go for the most, is on here, and then just extra stuff, and then the less frequently used things or things I'm trying to kind of finish up but don't like. And then up here I've just got some paper towels just in case, and some empty bins. You never know, right? Right here, again, I just used a lot of what I had. So I just moved these down here. So it's easier, like if I need my kids to grab a rag, it's a lot easier for them to do that. And then just all of my pieces for cleaning the floors. These should probably be downstairs, but because I washed them up here, I just left them up here, but I'll think of something I need to do under my kitchen sink at some point, so I think we'll figure it out then. And then this is the piece for my mop, and then the cedar mop thing. I need to get more of these. But that's it. Looks really good.
Okay, we did it. Oh my gosh, it feels good to have this done. My laundry room is way more functional, but thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. If you're not already, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps my videos get out there. And other than that, thank you again, and I will see you next time. Bye.